we're going to be hard to beat.
Yes.
Like I said,
Yes, Shailene.
we find the team to beat us, we'll tip our hats to them. But right now, that team, we haven't seen that team.
How sweet it is. San Diego State is in the Sweet 16 for a third time in program history. Hi, everybody. I'm Jesse Kurtz here in the Mountain West Network studio. The Aztecs will play top-seeded Alabama on Friday. For some insight into this Aztec run, we head to America's finest city and bring in one of the senior leaders for this Aztec team, Adam Seiko. Adam, it is great to run you down. I know you guys are on very busy time right now, but thanks for making time for us.
Yeah, I appreciate you having me. It's been a busy couple weeks. Getting prepared to go to Kentucky this week. But we're excited, so I appreciate you having me on here.
Absolutely. So take me on campus right now. What's the vibe and excitement for this team as you guys are getting set to rock and roll in the Sweet 16?
Yeah, the vibe is great on campus right now. I mean, everywhere we go, we're pretty much, people telling us congrats, and it's good to hear the congrats and everybody happy for us. But we can't get complacent. We understand there's still more work to do. There's still games to look ahead for. The team vibe right now, we're really connected on both ends of the floor. And everyone's having fun out there, enjoying it, playing for each other. And I'm glad we got those 2 wins and moving on to the Sweet 16.
Well, a 23-point win over Furman is the largest tournament win in Mountain West history. How close is this team to playing its very best basketball of the season? Yeah,
we know that we can still get better, in this upcoming week leading up to Alabama. And that's been our goal all year. Just, after every game, every day in practice, we want to get better, at least 1% better. So, the sky's still a limit for us. We're going to have a great scout against Alabama, study them really hard. And, as long as we just focus on what we need to do to get the job done, everyone puts the team first, not themselves first, we'll be in good shape.
You guys are on some sort of a roll over the last 16 wins. 8 of which have come by double digits, so you guys really are playing good basketball. Of course, defense has always been the identity of Aztec basketball for a long time now, but right now this team is on a different level defensively. 3 straight games now your team has held the opposition to its fewest points on the season. Utah State with 57 points in the Mountain West Championship, Charleston with 57 in the first round, and then Furman with 52 in the second round. What is it about this program that lends itself to playing such suffocating defense?
Yeah, I mean, that's been the culture since I got here and before I got here. And, shout out to the coaches, the coaches for doing amazing scouting jobs on these teams. They give us the scouting report. We watch so much film. We study every team to a T, their tendencies. And also a big shout out to our scout team every day in practice. The guys who imitate the players that we're going to play, and they do a really, really good job at it. So when we get to the game, it's a bit easier. But every guy on this team plays hard. We play with a chip on our shoulder every game. Defense, earlier in the year, we weren't where we wanted to be defensively during conference. And these last 3 games, we've really ramped it up because we understand that even when our shot's not falling on the offensive end, we're still one of those teams that can get stop after stop after stop. So if we just keep on doing that, focusing on that, sky's the limit for this team.
That's a great predictor of how the Aztecs may or may not win 14-0 when holding teams to under 60 points. Next stop, though, the tournament's top overall seed in Alabama. The Crimson Tide really haven't been tested so far, winning by 21 and 22 points. What are some of the primary challenges when going up against the SEC champion?
Yeah, obviously they have a great player in Brandon Miller, who's projected to be a high lottery pick. And they have good players all around. They have great guard play. They have a few good big men. They play fast in transition. They they rebound the ball. They play super hard. They defend really well. They're a top 5 defense in the country. So there's a lot of good things about that team. But with our scout leading into the game and being well prepared, I believe we'll be able to take some of those things away from them to lessen their scoring opportunities because they score at a high rate. So it's just a game where you got to lock in, understand the game plan, and understand what to do.
You guys also have depth on your side. 7 Aztecs are averaging 20 or more minutes per game. 10 Aztecs with at least 10 minutes a game. So you guys can go pretty deep on that bench. I see this run this year, and I can't help but think of that 2019-2020 Aztec team, which you were a part of. That was 30-2, destined to receive a number 1 seed. Then, of course, the world shut down, robbing us all of a chance at witnessing what could have been a remarkable run. You were on that team, along with Nathan Mensah, Guacarope, and Keyshawn Johnson. Is there part of the 4 of you that feels like you're playing for that group with some unfinished business to take care of?
we are playing for that group, and I've been thinking about that throughout the tournament. That team was such an amazing team. We had the chance to make it really, really far. We really thought that we could win it all that year. Very special group of guys. But this is a different team. This team is actually deeper than I think that team we had before. But we just had so many talented guys on that other team. But it was unfortunate. It's crazy how time flies so fast. Like, that was almost three years ago, and now we lost in the first round a few years after that, and now we're in the Sweet 16. So it's a blessing, man, and I just couldn't thank God anymore.
Well, you yourself have had an unmatched career at San Diego State and in the Mountain West, becoming the winningest player in both school and conference history. This league has seen some pretty great players along the way. Talk about Jimmer Fredette, Andrew Bogut, Kawhi Leonard, just to name three. To know that you've won more games than any player in Mountain West history, how special is that? It is special. It's something that, it's been hitting me as, time has gone on. The culture here, the winning culture that we've built here since I've been here has been amazing. It's a testimony to how hard, our coaches work, our players work, the type of guys we get, every year, guys who put the team first and not their ego. And that's what it takes to win. So, I didn't do it all by myself. I did it with a great, group of guys each and every year. And it's a blessing to be up there with those guys like Jimmer and, Skylar Spencer, guys who won a lot of games, because I want to be known as a winner. So as long as I'm known as a winner, I think my cards are falling in the right place. Finally, your Sweet 16 matchup with Alabama is just half of what will be a very exciting weekend for your family in Louisville. Your brother, Arthur Kaluma, is a starter for Creighton, who also will be playing in Louisville in the Sweet 16 against Princeton. You'll play back-to-back games, you first, he second. What does this moment mean for your family? Another very special moment. On Thursday, last Thursday when we beat Charleston, on Saturday, that was a year ago that we had lost to Arthur in the first round, Creighton. And then, a year later, we're making it to the Sweet 16. But, for him and his team to be in the Sweet 16 as well, and my team, going to the same state again, having the opportunity to potentially play in the Elite Eight, it feels like a dream. It feels like, this is set up, by God for it to happen. So we got to focus on this one game that we have ahead of us, but I'm happy. For him, my family's super excited. They've been traveling back and forth to Denver and Orlando while we were playing. So it's a great time for them, and I couldn't be more happy for my mom, and they couldn't be more happy for us. Would be really cool to see you guys match up once again with a Final Four berth on the line. But first, of course, Alabama, which is no easy task. You'll get them on Friday night. Adam, appreciate your time as you get set to travel to the Sweet 16 in Louisville. Good luck in this Sweet 16 run, and go get them. Thank you so much. I appreciate you for having me. You bet. That's Adam Seiko, senior leader for the San Diego State Aztecs. You can watch San Diego State battling Alabama in the Sweet 16 on Friday, March 24th. Tip-off set for 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time on TBS. From the Mountain West Network studio, I'm Jesse Kurtz.